Pages fix sports car sales real estate news network as Hurricane Ophelia battered Ireland, killing 3. A bright red sky appeared across the UK after the storm dragged in dust from the Sahara. News Corp Australia Network October 17, 2,017,707 AM. A red sun phenomenon has been spotted in the sky over parts of the UK overnight as Hurricane Ophelia claimed 3 lives with powerful 130 km winds. A layer of thick dust brought an eerie glow across the sky and turned the sun red, as Hurricane Ophelia killer winds picked up dust and debris from southern Europe and Africa. It comes as the BBC reported of a woman, believed to be in her 50s, had been driving in the storm in County Waterford, in the southeast region of Ireland, when part of a tree fell onto her car and crushed her. One man was killed after his car was also crushed by a tree, while another man died in a chainsaw accident while attempting to remove a tree felled by the storm. The unusual reddish sky and red-looking sun have been reported across many parts of England. The phenomenon was initially seen in the west of England and Wales before spreading to other areas. The BBC reported that it was due to the remnants of Hurricane Ophelia dragging in tropical air and dust from the Sahara. As well as sparking fears of an apocalypse, there were health concerns this afternoon as the thick blanket of dust swirling in the sky posed a risk to people with breathing difficulties and the elderly. Met Office forecaster Graham Madge said it's all connected with Ophelia. On the eastern side of the low-pressure system, air is coming up in the southern direction. Air is being pulled from southern Europe and Africa, and that air contains a lot of dust, so it's most likely the appearance of sunset at midday is caused by the particles scattering the light and giving the appearance of a red sun. It's certainly spectacular at the moment and quite a talking point. We've had a lot of calls about it. Dubbed the Hurricane Sun, the unusual sight has been spotted by those on the south coast. The most affected areas in the southwest include Devon, Cornwall, Bristol and Somerset. It has even been seen as far north as Manchester and Liverpool. The post-tropical storm battered Ireland and the British Isles, bringing strong winds and the threat of a dangerous storm surge. A statement released by the Met Office warned of flying debris and urged locals to avoid going outside as wind gusts of up to 176 km/h could pose a potential danger to life. Irish authorities have declared a state of emergency as the hurricane arrived from the Atlantic Ocean, with more than 120,000 people left without power. Ireland has closed schools and hospitals. The armed forces have been dispatched to bolster flood defences in some areas as the Weather Service warned of flash flooding and damage to buildings. Hurricane-force winds are expected in every part of the country, the government warned. Tropical storm-force winds may also be seen in Wales and the north and west of England, the U.S. government's National Hurricane Center said. The Weather Service issued a status red warning, saying violent and destructive wind is forecast nationwide, and heavy rain and storm surges along some coasts will lead to flooding. The chairman of Ireland's National Emergency Coordination Group, Sean Hogan, told state broadcaster RTE, "Our concern is to avoid a situation where we have fatalities as a result of the extremely destructive and violent gusts that we are expecting. All non-essential activity should be deferred. Do not be out tomorrow in this storm." British media are comparing the storm to the Great Storm of 1987, which subjected parts of the United Kingdom to hurricane-strength winds 30 years ago to the day. Met Éireann, the Irish Weather Office, said that Ophelia will be the most intense weather event since Hurricane Debbie in 1961, when 15 people were killed. The center of Ophelia, the sixth major hurricane of the Atlantic season before it was downgraded to a tropical storm overnight, was around 300 kilometers south of Ireland at 0500 GMT 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time on Monday, the Irish Weather Service said. It was expected to make landfall at around 0900 GMT 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, it said. The government says the storm is likely to be the worst since Hurricane Debbie, which killed 12 in Ireland in 1961.